Hey everyone, this is Ross, and today I just want to talk a little bit about why I think fish are one of the best pets to keep. This is kind of a follow-up vid on my Fish Care 101's vid a few months ago, and she just talked about why she liked fish so much. And also recently on Fish Tank TV, there was a post that said, what do you like most about fish and why? And it started off a big discussion, so it just got us thinking, so I thought I'd do a little vid on my opinion on why I love fish. So first off, most of my friends and people that live around us usually ask the question, what's the point in fish that don't do anything? That is completely incorrect. You'll notice that all of these fish in here are active, they're swimming around. The swordtail, it's swimming around, and the cories are all swimming around. So actually fish are very active, they do a lot. You can train them. I've currently trained mine to eat out my hand. Just by feeding them every day, food out my hand. They eventually associate my fingers with food. So I can stick my finger in there now and the fish will swim up my fingers and peck at my fingers. You can train fish to swim through hoops. I think you can train goldfish to jump through a hoop, like out the water. You can train fish lots of different things. So it's basically just like a dog or a cat in that respect. You can even stroke goldfish, but it's not recommended because it kind of takes off the slime coat on the skin. But yeah, you can stroke fish. You can do whatever you can do with a dog or a cat, you can do with fish. Except fetch, but you know. So yeah, fish are actually quite interactive and they're quite active as well. So that's why I love fish. So they're just the same as a cat or a dog. Another reason why I like fish is because they've got really bright colours and there's lots of different types. Obviously there's blues in this tank, there's reds, there's oranges, there's whites, there's browns, there's blacks. There's just lots of different coloured fish you can get. As opposed to large pets. There's just so many varieties you can get. You can get huge fish. You can get koi carp the size of this whole tank. Or you can get cardinals which are tiny. I mean, the variety which you can get, it's unbelievable. So I just love the variety you can get with fish. So they're active, you can teach them tricks, and there's lots of variety. Another thing which I love about keeping fish is just how you can decorate the tank. You can choose to decorate the tank any way you like. You can put whatever you like in. I've chosen plants because they just look good and they keep the water clean. But really you could have a princess castle in here, you could have SpongeBob's house, you could have anything you like, which I think is really great because if kids are doing a fish tank, then it lets them get a bit creative. They can have pink gravel if they like. It's just really, it gets involved, if you know what I mean. With a dog, you buy it, you feed it, and you give it water. I'm not trying to put dogs down or anything. I like dogs, but you know what I mean. It's just, you've got the option to kind of customize the tank. You can add new things, buy new things for it. If you plant the tank, the plants will always grow, and you can cut them, sell them on. Just so many things you can do with a fish tank. You're always busy. Another thing that people say is aren't fish too hard to care for, or my fish die within a day of getting them. And it usually turns out that they keep them in improper conditions. They usually go out, buy a large goldfish, stick it in a tiny bowl with chlorinated water, no filter, no nothing, and it dies in a day, and they wonder why it dies. They don't even acclimate it properly. So really, fish aren't hard to keep. I've only had one death from this tank since I've set it up, and that was one male swordtail jumped out, and that was my fault. If I had the hood the right size, then it wouldn't be dead right now. So really, fish are great. All you've got to do, keep them alive, is have good water quality, which can be achieved by filters and plants, and just keep on top of your water changes, really. So there's no reason for them to die. They're as hardy as any other type of pet. Fish are generally cheap as well. I mean, this swordtail was £1, so that's like a dollar and a bit, $1.50. So fish are very, very cheap. I mean, some dogs, if you buy a purebred, they'll cost you hundreds. So yeah, the cheapness of the actual fish is just amazing. Obviously you've got to pay for the tank and the filter and the heater and the lights if you want them, but really that's just the initial price you have to pay. I mean, this tank wasn't too much money and the filter was just a cheap one off eBay. Basically everything in this tank I did on a budget, and it was quite a low budget because I don't get much money, so it just shows you what you can achieve. So yeah, fish generally aren't too expensive. All you've got to do is pay for the initial equipment, and to keep them alive then after, all you need is food basically, and dechlorinator. And the same tub of flake food has lasted me 6 months, and I've been using it every day, so it just goes to show that if you feed your fish the right amount and whatnot, one tub of flake food will last you quite a while. So they're very cheap to feed, very cheap to keep alive. The electricity bill, I'm using LEDs as lights, so they only take 12 volts I think, so that's nothing really. It's not going to impact on your bill at all. The filter, that's only moving a bit of water, that's not really going to impact, and the heater's hardly on. If your house is quite warm, then your heater will hardly ever be on, so it's great, it doesn't take up too much power. So yeah, I just love fish. They're interactive, they're always on the go, they just look good, and you can customize the tank any way you like, and they're just great. So for all those reasons, that's why I think fish are the best pets to have. So yeah, that was just my opinions. So if you liked this vid, please comment on it, like it, and subscribe if you haven't already done so. Nearly at 200 subscribers now, so I'm pretty happy about that. I might make a special vid. I'm probably not going to do a competition because I haven't got that much money at the minute, because I've just bought this new camera. So yeah, I might do a special vid or something. I'll think of something. Right, so that's it. Bye.